A 60-year-old man decided to walk 1,000 kilometers across the UK to visit a former colleague he hadn't seen in over 20 years. She had fallen seriously ill, and her time might have been limited. He had planned to send a letter to express his concern, but while trying to mail it at a supermarket, the cashier told him that belief could give people the strength to keep going. These words woke him up. He thought the sincerity of coming in person might give Queenie the support she needed, and also settle the guilt that had weighed on him for half his life. So Harold set off without hesitation, but it wasn't until he embarked on the journey that he realized he was wearing a pair of leather shoes, had no enough money on him, and had even left his phone at home. This journey was destined to be tough, but his heart was full of determination. That night, Harold found a small inn and called his wife. She was anxious and kept urging him to come home. After all, at 60, such a long trek was risky. He held a past of regret in his heart. Decades ago, the accidental death of their son had shattered the family completely. His wife quarreled with him all day long. Harold felt extremely wronged. He went to the company warehouse late at night to vent his emotions, but accidentally caused damage, facing huge compensation and dismissal as a result. The kind colleague volunteered to take the blame for him. Since then, Harold had been filled with guilt towards Queenie, yet they never met again. The next day before the sun rose, Harold set off. With every step he silently prayed in his heart, both for Queenie's recovery and to reconcile with his past self, trying to make up for the regrets he had towards his son and family. After only 2 days of walking, his ankles were rubbed raw. A passing little girl said he smelled bad. That's when he bought toiletries, washed away his fatigue, and treated his wounds. He slept extremely soundly that night. Along the way, Harold met many kind people. Some gave him a cup of hot water, some listened to his story, and silently cheered him on, until he met a doctor. After hearing about Harold's journey, the doctor frankly told him cancer treatment required professional medical care. Faith and hope could provide spiritual support, but they couldn't replace medicine and treatment. The words hit Harold like cold water. He had already walked half the distance alone, but now someone was telling him the hardships of these more than 30 days were meaningless. But he didn't stop, because at that moment he realized this journey was no longer just for Queenie. It was even more for his own redemption. Physical exhaustion could temporarily ease the pain in his heart. Every step forward was a step towards reconciling with his past. Harold called the nursing home again. The staff happily told him Queenie's mental state had improved. She had been waiting for his arrival. Harold's perseverance had given Queenie the hope to live. From then on, Harold's steps became more firm. He knew every step he took was bringing warmth to Queenie and drawing a late but sincere end to his own life.